Hey everyone, hello and welcome, TonyBingGaming again here. For this particular test centre video we'll be having a look at Cyclops. Now I've had a little quick look over his kit and it does look very similar to live, but not a bad thing because on live what he does well really. So let's have a look at these skills. We'll start off with optic beams. So this is all these range attacks that are really within this particular tree here. So we've got optic blast, which is his basic and it adds slow. We have Explosive Blast, which adds vulnerability, and Optic Beam, which adds slow again there, and that's a ranged area one. And then we have Focus Beam, again, that's as in live, it's gaining the damage bonus from attack speed. We have Shotgun Beam, which is a weaken, Ricochet Beam, which is your ranged. I'm not sure if that used to be a basic on live. I think it did, or I don't know how long ago it was that it was a basic, but I can remember you can run around and just spam this to your heart's content. So it's curious. I wonder if the tag on that has changed. Next up we have optic devastation. So this is knocking enemies down here, and then finally we've got his signature, fires it off there, and it's got a 50% damage reduction while channeling 3-second duration. So next up we'll be having a look at the team tactics section. So for this particular section we'll have anything that doesn't really fit into the first part, the beam section, so it's like his summons and his utility skills and so on. So the first one we're looking at is his combat role there, that's just all standard enough. Now this has changed quite a bit. Master Tactician, it actually applies vulnerability and weakness. It says it's 35% damage from Cyclops and his X-Men and 35% weakened damage dealt to Cyclops, 6-second duration, 15-second cooldown, but that's pretty huge. And it also has a nice little visual effect which I'll show you here. There we go, that's pretty good, so you can see who's affected by it. I do like that. So next up we're on to his summons. You'll notice there's only two, but when we get to the traits that'll make sense. So the two that are shown right now are Beast with his bleed and Iceman with his slow. And then we have Overwatch. Before, I'm pretty sure this used to apply a different amount of damage based on how many points you are. Now it applies the Empowered buff there, which is giving you 40% extra damage for 5 seconds, 20-second cooldown. So that's pretty nice if you use that just before firing off your ults or sigs. And then we have Tactical Disengage here, which is just your kind of avoidance move. So we'll have a look at the talents and traits, and things change up a little bit there. You can probably use the same build you're using on live, but there are a few more options, so let's have a look at that section. So with this particular section, his offensive trait is Concussive Force. He gains crit hit chance 3%, the archetype is Tactician, giving him damage from energy and intelligence. So there's what you're gaining from that. There's your energy, and there's intelligence there as well. So from the defensive side of things, you've got evasive manoeuvres, and so he gains 4% dodge chance, flat chance. Archetype is versatile, giving him a bonus to defense and dodge, and he's also got close quarters there. And that may seem strange because we've not seen any melee skills, but thankfully for any Punch Club fans, if you look at his traits, you can still run that build. It's actually the first trait we're looking at, close combat. If we click this, we'll notice that the skills here change over, so you can still do that build if you're looking for it. So that's nice, I'd still keeping that variety for people even if it is a bit of a niche build. And for the summons we have Strike Team Beast, which transforms into Strike Team Gene. So we'll click it and there we go, see it changing there. This one I like, it's X-Man Standing By. So with this you gain a 10% chance in hit to call Iceman for assistance. So I do like the whole kind of team feeling. If you've maybe got Beast and another player, another Strike Team player on your bar, and then Iceman comes in as well, it really adds to that X-Men team feeling for me, so I do like that. And for the second line we've got Improved Optics. So with this, Focused Beam and Optic Beam gain 25% damage but cost 25% more spirit. So that's these two here that people normally weave with, so it'll be interesting to see if that's still going to be viable on live with extra damage and spirit. And next up, Focus Devastation. So with this, Optic Devastation does double damage, but its area of effect is halved, so that will be this particular skill here. So you're used to seeing it on live. I'll activate it so you can see the kind of cut down version. Does a lot of damage, there we go, but the area of effect, as you can see, is much smaller there. And then finally we've got another modifier to that. With this one it becomes a charge up power, and it now adds stun. I'll activate it so you can see it. There you go, charging away. It looks quite nice, the whole kind of visual glow over him there. And there we go, boom, very nice. So for the third line we're looking at Strike Team Iceman, which will transform into Angel. There we go there. And then we have Explosive Blast transforms into Sweeping Kicks. Sweeping Kicks is a melee attack with higher damage output, and Shotgun Beam becomes a melee power. So there we go. We can see that changing there. So you've definitely still got your Punch Clock build if that's what you're wanting to go for. And then we have Cutting Beam. So this makes Ricochet Beam and Explosive Blast now cost a concussive bleed enemies. So your Explosive Blast and Ricochet Beam here, Explosive Blast there. So that's adding a bleed into those. And then for the fourth line, we've got Combat Leadership. This is nice. Overwatch gains the following effects: apply Unbreakable to you, to yourself and all your allies, and you revive 3 of the closest defeated allies. So that could be nice in certain situations. With Unbreakable, its damage absorbs 40%. So here's Overwatch here. Not sure if it'll show in the tooltip when we select it. It actually doesn't, but we know it's active because we can see it there. And then next up, this is another leader one. I do like they've done this with Cyclops. You've got a Vigilant Leader, which is apply Guarded and Inspired to allies while you're in combat. So you're going to be giving off the Guarded and Inspired buff there, which is base health, health regen, spirit cost reduction, and spirit generation as well. That's very nice. And then we have Energetic Leadership. So Overwatch instantly resets all non-cooldown, non-signature power cooldowns. That's not bad. It's a pity it doesn't reset the signature, but if it did, it could probably be a bit too powerful. For the fifth and last line, we've got Maximum Optics. So Visor Off is now channeled for 5 seconds. It's normally free. We'll click it just so we can see it. We don't appear to have to hold the button anymore. We appear to just have to click it. So that's quite good. There we go. It does seem quite a long duration. That's going to do a whole ton of damage there. And let's see, we'll turn that one off. Then next up, we've got No Hesitation. Visor Off's cooldown is reduced by 10 seconds. Now, given it's normally 45 seconds, it's quite nice to have, because 45 seconds really does feel long for a signature. 35 seconds is a bit more respectable there, and it's not lowering the damage or anything like that either. And then we have Last Resort, so you're invulnerable for the duration of Visor Off, so that's good. It can also turn the skill into a kind of like a utility and a damage skill. You can tell a big attack is about to hit you that will one-shot you, then just kind of start shooting off with this, and you're going to be invulnerable for the attack as well, so that really is quite nice. So he's simple enough, but there's some nice wee options added in there, and I'm sure once the Mega Atoms go live they'll flash everything out. But yeah, he's good. He's still Cyclops, so if you're a Cyclops fan, I'm sure you'll be pretty happy. And I've got no idea for the next video, but I'll have a little look through the listing and see who I'll cover. I'll hopefully get quite a few videos up today. I didn't get any last night due to not feeling too great, but thankfully I feel better today, so we'll see if we can rattle through these videos. So thanks for tuning in once again, and I'll see you all again soon.